You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Cops spent the day combing through the Manorville woods, searching for remains that a source says is in connection to the Gilgo Beach killings. Macy Eglin tells us more.
Police from multiple agencies, including Suffolk, state troopers, and the NYPD, out in force, scouring different parts of Manorville.
All different, state troopers, local police, canines. They've been just all over the area for the last 2 days. The helicopters.
The copters are flying all over the place all day, and the canine units are all over the place.
The officers have been covering a lot of ground out here in Manorville by splitting up. Right now, we are seeing an NYPD canine team looking around the shoulder of Schultz Road. Sources say the search is part of the Gilgo Beach murders investigation. The district attorney's office saying they do not comment on investigative steps while they are underway. People in the area say the police were here yesterday as well.
If they found something, if they're going to check this whole area, it's going to take them quite a while.
The remains of 2 Gilgo Beach victims were found in Manorville decades ago. The partial remains of Valerie Mack in 2000 and the partial remains of Jessica Taylor in 2003. The rest of their remains were later found along Ocean Parkway near Gilgo Beach.
This is just such a, low-key area. So, why would they be here? There's so many areas. Why Manorville? Rex Hewerman of Massapequa Park is the only suspect to be arrested in connection to the Gilgo murders. He's facing charges for the deaths of 4 women found near Gilgo Beach and has pleaded not guilty. So far, police have not said whether or not they've found anything. Reporting for Newsday TV in Manorville, I'm Macy Eglin.
Now, to read the latest on the Gilgo killings investigation, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box. All right, police say a woman drove drunk, crashed her car, killing another driver, and then stole a public safety vehicle and tried to get away. Sherry Einhorn spoke to the victim's family.
It's not fair.
Devastation and heartbreak after 64-year-old Cynthia Mitchell, a wife and mother from Freeport, was killed by an alleged drunk driver yesterday. This is the woman police say is responsible, 21-year-old Rachel Lodis from Jericho. She's accused of driving drunk southbound on Hicksville Road when she slammed into a Nissan Altima on Sunrise Highway, driven by Mitchell.
Her daughter works at my daycare. She has 2 jobs. She got accepted to college. We can't even announce the college she's going to because we got to bury her mother. And it's unfair.
In court today, Lodis told the judge she didn't know where her license was and couldn't remember her fiance's phone number, prompting an emotional outburst from the victim's loved ones.
And she's in there making a mockery out of it. She's laughing to when she don't know her phone number, her driver's license, and Cynthia is dead. Her daughter can't breathe right now. We gotta pick up these pieces.
A public safety officer from the town of Oyster Bay pulled over at the crash scene. According to that officer's written statement, the defendant ran up to his vehicle and said she was thirsty, so he gave her a drink before exiting the vehicle to help the others. That's when she allegedly stole his marked patrol car and sped off. And he heard someone yell, "There goes your car." She was found and arrested a little while later, wearing the jacket of the town of Oyster Bay employee whose vehicle was stolen, according to court records. According to documents, she told an officer, quote, "I'm not supposed to drink with my medicine." A woman who didn't want to be on camera or give her name said she's Lodis's future mother-in-law and told reporters,
"I know her. She didn't mean to hurt nobody. She didn't mean to damage anybody's life. She didn't mean to destroy anybody's life."
The judge suspended Lodis's license, bail was set, and she's due back in court on Friday. I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
A former Long Island doctor was on trial today for allegedly sexually abusing and assaulting his patients. Dr. Darius Paduch worked for New Hyde Park-based Northwell Health as a urologist before police arrested him back in April of last year. He is charged with sexually assaulting and abusing 6 minors and 2 adults, but attorneys say he may have sexually abused thousands of victims. The 56-year-old is facing 13 felony counts that could put him in prison for life. And next time you spot road workers, give them some room to work.
There's dangers for the motorists and there's dangers for our workers. And when there's a vehicle that's not paying attention, they enter our work zone, and that puts a danger at our workers. That's called a work zone intrusion.
Now, the dangers were highlighted today at a highway maintenance spring safety meeting. The DOT says nearly 20% of statewide work zone incidents took place on Long Island last year. And the MTV Video Music Awards is coming to UBS Arena.
Somebody say ho! Say ho! Ho! Now
That's right, this year's VMAs will be hosted on Long Island for the first time ever. And to make it even more special, this year will be the award's 40th anniversary. It's September 10th at Belmont Park in Elmont. And professional women's softball is coming to Long Island. Matt Lindsay has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Long Island's new professional softball team is gearing up for its first season. The New York Rise will play its first game on June 19th.
Some of the heroes that I had, they're Major League Baseball players, and what I'd love to have for my daughter is to have professional softball players. And I can't wait to bring this to life in New York.
Like a lever, lift, throw.
Local pitching coach and Belmore native Tony Marie Valeriano will serve as an assistant coach, and Westbury Sarah Cornell will pitch.
I saw their Instagram page and I was like, wow, like there's a New York professional softball team. I was like, I need to be on this team.
One of the goals of this team is to help women's sports stay on the rise.
I have a few kids, Notre Dame, UNC, Clemson Dreams, right? But not a lot of people talk about pro softball. So hopefully I hear that from someone's mouth now that we're doing this.
We only grew up watching college softball as like our professional kind of teams, and yeah, it's crazy that this dream is kind of a reality now.
The Rise will play a 19-game regular season with its home stadium at Hofstra University.
The end game is to be like MLB and what the New York Mets can do for New York and have that kind of a fan base. But these are baby steps. We want to get this first season going, and hopefully it's a tremendous success.
I'm Matt Lindsay for NewsdayTV.
Now, to read more about the new softball league, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box. And the Rangers are leading the series against the Capitals.
When an opportunity presents itself where we can pressure up ice and make it difficult on their power play, I think that's what we're looking for.
Now, the coach says it was a physical game at the Garden. The Rangers fell behind in the first period, but came out with a 4-3 win. The Rangers head to Washington for the next game Friday night. Now let's take a look at your mostly dry Long Island weather. You can see here on the graphic that we do have a bit of a sprinkle session tonight, and temps will be in the high 30s. But tomorrow it looks a little better with mostly sunny skies and temps in the 50s. And your 7-day forecast looks actually pretty good for now. The weekend, of course, looking dry. We have sun and clouds all week and going into next week too.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.